Hello, my friends. This is your friend Kevin, and this is your Christmas vibe of the day. I feel like I should have one of those blowers, those party streamer things coming out. I saw them yesterday when I was out shopping, a little bit of shopping, not for long. Oh, those stores were ratchet and didn't seem like anyone was having a good time. People were rushing and pushing, and there you go. Anyway, I thought, well, it's time to get a bit dressed up. I don't quite know what to make of this hat. It's a bit, it doesn't quite fit right, but one size fits all. There you go. Anyway, um, I'm not sure I'm into being the Santa hat with a long pom pom thing on it. I had that last year. It got on my nerves. Tried to do hair with it. Sweaty, wetty. Oh, I got a friend. Look, some of us get into the Christmas spirit. Look at this. Now look. Now watch. This is quite something. I don't know what to call this, but I had fun in the shop doing it. Look. Oh. Woo. You go. All right, it's enough of you. Oh, I think that would drive me nuts after a while. But this one's kind of fun. I just went a bit mad. I don't. You do, don't you? You have to get in the spirit. But now somewhere on here is a button that says "Try me." I wish most people came with a button, "Try me," and I could then say, "Yeah, I'd rather not." I think there's batteries in here, but there's got to be a button somewhere that you push somewhere on here. I don't quite know where. Um, oh, I did go get my puppers some presents. Actually, I got them a while ago. Let me see if I can find this thing. It's usually on his. Oh, here we go. Come on. Oh, oh. Oh, here he goes again. Oh, done. Well, that was cute. All that twitching and carrying on. It's the silly things that get me going. I got to get on. I got to get on to. Let's hear from the fairies. There's enough of that Christmas ho hum holiday la la stuff. Let's see. Where are we? Let's go down here. All right. Move that out of the way. Okay. Ooh, let's be shuffle up, shuffle up, shuffle up, shuffle up. Angels, archangels, fairies, mother in the sky, father in the earth, or father in the sky, mother in the earth. Let's see what message we've got. The Magician. I like this. I like this a whole lot. Let me get up in here. So in tarot, which I really like these new tarot. Why is this not showing up right? There we go. There we go. Pop you down there. I was one of those who studied tarot in the 80s, early 90s, and sort of didn't kind of jive with the message. The images on the cards that I was used to reading from, they were really kind of seemed dark and did not seem very together. I just wasn't vibing with them. And then I took these courses over the last year or so, and I've discovered that they are actually kind of nice. And when I saw that Radley Valentine had the fairy tarot, that was even more intriguing. I think we're at a time in our lives where we are just embrace your childlike ways and being fun. And the Magician here is the number one of the major arcana. There's 22 cards in them. I'm sure those of you that are on this channel follow that. Anyway, the message for today is you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be successful. Um, and many folks, I think, have these great ideas of what success looks like and what it feels like. And I'm always sifting and sorting and listening and sharing and getting great ideas from people. Um, Particularly when somebody will share with me their dreams of doing something that's outrageous or doing something that's different or doing something that's big. I'm all up for that. I think that for most of us, we come here with this great big dream to do great big things and watch children. They have no filter. They play and they make believe with all sorts of things. It's a question of there's an awful lot of opportunities for everyone to be yes, yes, let's go do it. Yep, yep, let's go do it. Let's make that happen. The challenge is somehow along the way, whatever we've sought out to do, wanted to do, needed to do, thought about doing, another person has sort of looked at it in a way that wasn't so pleasing, wasn't so great. There's a saying I learned growing up, is put the kibosh on it. I'm not quite sure what that means, but it means just really put the lid on top of somebody else's dreams. So the message then here on this Christmas Day, be in touch with your dreams, become the magician. You know, the card of 0 in traditional tarot is typically the card of the fool, but I don't think people are foolish. Radley Valentine turned it into the card of the adventurer, that we're on this great adventure, that we've started this great plan of action. And then we have the number 1, which is the magician, which is you've got all the tools you ever need to do whatever you want to do. I'm a huge fan of the law of attraction. And I haven't taken a course in miracles, but it's very much rolled into that same blanket of manifestation, magician. Yes, I channel the spirit known as the alchemist. Alchemists are able to turn lead into gold and these kind of things. You know, I'm thinking this morning about the Christian Catholic idea that the birth of the baby Jesus happened by immaculate conception. That has been all my life a bit of a challenge, but that's okay. It's many people believe that, you know, if you believe deep enough, if you believe clear enough, if you believe long enough and you follow your inner dreams, anything is possible. And I believe that truly. It's happened for me. It's a question of letting yourself be the dreamer, letting yourself be the magician, letting yourself have the permission to sort and sift and look at everything. Most importantly, look at when you let your dreams pop like a balloon. Look at when you all of a sudden don't quite believe it's true. Right in there, there's a little dialogue that follows. And typically, in my own experience, it's usually been what someone else, or I perceive someone else who I believe might or may not have a problem with it. I can't say that they ever do. I can't say that they ever have. It is just that I have got this program, or had this program in my head, a ticker tape that said, yeah, no, well, yeah, aha. And it could be things like not enough money, not bright enough, not anything enough. Well, you are enough. And the magician popped up today to say, you are quite enough to follow whatever dream you want to follow. And now is the time to do it. I happen to believe, and I've listened to some various astrology and astrologers on YouTube. Like you, I'm sifting and sorting and making my way through all of this information, because to me, that's news I can do something with. The regular network news is just talking about things that have happened. already happened, and it's never good. It's always some kind of crazy disaster. You've got a person on the side of the road standing in the rain with an umbrella talking to you about some accident that already happened. Well, okay, I don't know what to do about that. And or you've got somebody else standing there with a microphone in the pouring rain watching a fire because somebody left something out that shouldn't have been left out and it blew something up. I mean, really, I don't know what to do about that either. It's already happened. Poor people. All right, let's go get blankets and send some stuff from the Red Cross. I don't know what else to say. Disasters, things happen to people. What I'm interested in is, how do I look at things now and do something else with it? You know, case in point, my own self. Nearly 2 years ago, we'll say 2 years ago this spring, we have a governor of North Carolina and other governors said, you know what, we've got this health issue. We've got to close the doors and sit in our houses and not do anything. All right, I complied, but couldn't go to work, couldn't generate income. So now what we're going to do? I poked my nose in the YouTube land and found out how to put all this mess together and come out here and do this, and it's fun. My point being, as a magician that you are, that I am, that came to this great big earth to do something positive, to be of service to other people, to make a big difference in the world, even if that makes people giggle, because this made me giggle, all this stuff at the Christmas shop yesterday. That was delightful. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you're going to do? What is it that you know a year from now that you've made your decision and you've done it? I'm going to read from the guidebook to see what the magician says for all of you. And then we'll get to Melody Beatty's book. Somehow next week I'm going to make an announcement about what I'm going to follow for 2022. The Magician. There's nothing you can't accomplish. The fairies are magical and can help you manifest whatever it is you need in order to be a success. The resources you require will just miraculously appear: money, innovative ideas, creative abilities, or friends who are willing to help you out. Understanding what you already have versus what you're in need of allows the fairies to send you the perfect gifts. You have amazing skill and creative talents that you can rely on. However, it's also wise to seek out good advice from experienced people. Allow others to open doors for you or make introductions to those who can pinpoint you in the right direction. Our magician has accomplished his climb to the Glastonbury Tor. I better show you what that is, and then I'll tell you what Glastonbury Tor is in a minute. If you haven't already heard, there you go. That little building at the top. There you go. Where he has assessed additional wisdom and protection. Now he is walking along the easiest part of the path towards the base of the mountain. Taking charge of your life, the ability to do anything, success due to excellent training. The talent to accomplish great things, visualizing hopes and dreams. So, what is Glastonbury Tor? Glastonbury is an area of the United Kingdom, somewhere in the south coast, somewhere in the county of Hampshire, I believe. It's not too far from Stonehenge. It's one of those kind of portally type places, Stonehenge being one of the portally type places, where it's considered to be somewhat powerful, magical. Lots go on there. Glastonbury is a bit like they have a festival there every year. Basically a bunch of folks playing all kinds of instruments, having a good time. It's normally wet, it's normally soupy, and they're usually camped out in mud, but that's okay. You remember the days of Woodstock. If you don't remember them, if you're too young for them, people will tell you what Woodstock was about. Bit like Woodstock, but over in England. Okay, let's go to the book for today and give you the message, and then I'll let you get back to whatever you're doing. And thank you for tuning in, and please subscribe, get people to tune into this. Remember, faith is what it says. There is a church in New Mexico where the ground is said to be holy, sacred, and healing. As I sat in a pew in that church, I was amazed at the number of flock there. I watched one man carry a sick wife, a woman so ill she couldn't walk or stand up by herself. They came to pray, to touch, to get involved with the holy ground. They came for a miracle. I sat watching and listening in awe of the tremendous power of faith. Many things in life test us, strain us, deplete us, and sometimes leave us without hope. Yet, there is a place within us where the ground is sacred and holy. That place in us is called faith. Remember faith, it's important. Without it, life is dull, useless, and joyless. We may have moments when we say, "What's the use? Nothing will help." That sounds familiar. We may go through times when we're angry at God and don't want to believe anymore, but faith has the power to transform us. Faith can instill joy, bring peace, and restore a sense of acceptance and fulfillment in our lives. Faith is a unique place, but also a place of profound power. Faith can turn our lives around. Faith may bring us the miracle we want, but it will always bring us the miracle we need. Cultivate faith. Touch it, hold it, grab it in your hands. In the back room of the Sanctuario de Chamayo is a ground that's said to be holy and healing. Visitors are invited to take some with them. I scooped up a portion, a tiny bit, placed it in a small plastic bag, and put it in my Jeep. Faith. You don't need much. A little bit goes a long, long way. You know, one of the 3 trilogies of angels is faith and hope and charity. They are considered to be the 3 things we call upon when we're looking for this leap that we need to make. My belief as we approach 2022 is that these leaps for all of us that are in a human form on a pathway to even greater greatness, if there is such a thing, is that we'll be leaping and jumping and moving very quickly. This is the time right now where we're learning to sift through what's no longer serving, to discard and to dump and to let go of what really is dragging us down. And most of it is the idea or the thought or the notion that we can't be anything more than what we are. We have crowded ourselves with these limiting beliefs, with the people who we've grabbed a hold of that we thought was inspiring and full of grace and full of greatness, only that really they are just as insecure as we are. So if there is someone you want to follow, if there's a book you want to read, if there's a course you want to take, if there's a thing you really want to do, no matter what that is, it has to light you up from the pit of your belly, and it has to light you up from the opening of your heart. And that is what you follow, that joy, that feeling of I can do no wrong. The other stuff is just a distraction. Until next time, Merry Christmas to all of you. Lots of love all around the world. Bye.